Hey bosses, I am glad that you're here with me today because I'm going to talk about how you can encourage the seed of possibility in your employees. So let's get started. So I wanted to really talk about the art of creating that seed of possibility. And it's a mindset that your employees really need to have because it's going to have a huge impact on your bottom line, and it's going to give you huge returns. And so encouragement is not praise. Rather, praise is when you are giving your employees kudos because they have achieved some kind of success, some kind of result that you're wanting. Rather, for the purpose of this video, encouragement is really the act of providing that positive feedback because focusing solely on the effort and the possibility of taking that first step. This is what I'm talking about. And so when it comes to taking that first step, it's really giving them the permission to think with possibility, the what ifs in the world. Hey, I'm Dr. Heather Williamson with the Transformation Group, and welcome back to the channel. All right, so getting your employees, getting your people to think that anything is possible is really important because it's going to open up so many more doors and opportunities for your department or your business. And also it's allowing your people to have the permission to think with possibility. And I share this because I remember when I was in a sales management role years ago, I was working for a company, and my manager at the time said, "Hey, Heather, you want to come up with these creative ideas to show our products in different ways and to increase sales," and which is what I was trying to do. And luckily, my boss at the time said, "Hey, Heather, whatever you do, whatever you come up with, I want you to go for it because it's not going to break the company." And that at the time meant a whole lot to me because my manager gave me permission to think with possibility. And so that is what I want to really focus on today, is how you as a manager, you as a boss can promote that same mindset, that same thinking of possibility within your employees. And so the first way that I want to share with you that you can do this is to actually coach your employees to discover. And what I mean by that is encourage them to, think outside the box and to discover other ways of doing things. And one way you can do this is to simply get them to think about answering the question, what if? What if we provided a new product to help this customer solve their problem? What if we provided a new service that will help increase employee engagement? Think about it from the what if question. And so you're encouraging them to get outside of their comfort zone, to challenge themselves. And, with that, there's going to be a little bit of pain. There always is. But giving them permission to challenge themselves and getting themselves comfortable with stepping outside their comfort zone is key. Also, encouraging them to continually learn. So what I mean by continually learn is to, if they need to take a seminar, if they need to take a class on whatever it is that they are thinking that is going to provide that service or that product to that possibility item, then allow it. Give them the permission to do that because that is reinforcing that you are trusting in them. All right? Now, the second way that you can encourage the seed of possibility in your employees is to acknowledge small wins. So when your people are stepping outside the box and challenging themselves and they achieve that success, this is where you need to acknowledge it because it will reinforce what they're doing and it will continually happen. So encouraging that change in behavior that they are now implementing is what's really important here. And it's key to further them exhibiting those same behaviors. All right. that possibility of thinking. Also, when it comes to encouraging and acknowledging those small wins, also praise them. Praise them, because then you are building up their self-confidence. And this is hugely important when it comes to them doing this over and over and over and repeating that behavior. All right. Now, the third is giving them opportunities. When you want to encourage that seed of possibility in your employees, you have to give them opportunities to express this. And giving them opportunities means letting them get in front of their clients in a client meeting, letting them present this in team meetings, encouraging them to share those, crazy ideas that they may have. But also, depending on what it is that they're trying to do, they're trying to present, maybe some data or some research needs to be included as well, depending on the cost factor. Cost, because they add up. So when it comes to providing opportunities and giving opportunities, allow them to share those new ideas and reinforce that behavior, because this is something that you always want to continue when it comes to growth and innovation, and allow them to experiment. And the fourth and final way to encourage that seed of possibility within your employees is to, get rid of the naysayers thinking. You're always going to have, and your people are always going to have the naysayers in the group. And you need to stop that, because, the naysayers are always going to find fault. And hearing negativity is never fun. It's never encouraging. So when it comes to the naysayers and their fear of change, it's always going to exist. But what you need to do is encourage your people to surround themselves with the positive thinkers, the ones who have that positive mindset, the ones that are going to encourage. And they can be co-workers, they can be mentors. And the cool thing about this is that they're going to share their outlook. They're going to share their stories. And these stories are going to share what they did to get the results that they got. And it's that possibility thinking. It's that creativity, that innovation that is going to set them apart from the naysayers. And when it comes to surrounding yourself around people like that, then that is going to kind of change the way that your people are going to think. It's going to provide them that possibility thinking that they are wanting and that you are wanting. It all needs to be encouraged. And so, so giving your employees the permission, the permission to think outside the box, to think with possibility. It's that freedom to choose that. That is what is key here. That is what I'm trying to stress. And so just to recap, the 4 ways that you can encourage the seed of possibility in your employees. The first is to coach employees to discover. The second is to acknowledge the small wins that they are achieving. The third is to give them opportunities to think outside the box, to think with possibility. And the fourth is to stop the naysayers. Stop the naysayers. Stop the naysayers from drowning and killing those creative ideas. All right? So hopefully you found some value in this. If you did, like the button below. Don't forget to subscribe. And with that, I want you to go out and be the boss that your employees will want to work for, and that are going to help them create that seed of possibility in how they think and how their outlook on new ideas that come when it comes to working with employees. It also comes to working with clients and looking at projects. All right. So the seed of possibility is huge. And it's going to provide you the opportunity for huge returns. All right. With that, I want to say goodbye and hope you have an amazing day. Bye.